Welcome back. We have another exciting commentary for you this evening.
The most exciting.
We're going to be looking at the Hillside Hall episode today. Hottest night of the year?
Year? I think this season we hit both the coldest and the hottest nights of the year.
That's true.
So we run the temperature gamut tonight and enjoy watching us sweat.
That's the hallway where someone saw an old woman
in a rocking chair, yeah. She stares out the window.
This place is more creepy than I assumed it would be.
I would love to go back here.
Me too.
I still don't feel 100% satisfied even after 2 nights.
Our last, straw, I would say, of what we're trying to creatively come up with for different ideas to elicit a response. So basically in the last 2 times that we've come here, the activity spikes within the first half hour that we're in the house. So we're gonna leave the house.
I feel like she's watching us right now.
I do too. I kind of just feel like she's like getting something going in there.
Getting something going.
Yeah.
I like this street scene.
Me
it was
too.
fun when we just left.
And then like preps.
So we're having some issues with this female spirit who had...
She's watching.
Yep, she had a child. Katie saw her a couple times, and in doing some research after we left here, there were plenty of message boards where you could find information about when this was a dormitory, and plenty of other people had seen the same thing.
Because it wasn't always a house.
No. It's been a lot of different things, actually, which I'm sure we're about to find out.
For me, the thing that was neat, well, the reason why we were waiting outside was cool, was because we felt like the woman was eavesdropping on us and moving to wherever we weren't planning on going. So we left the house to come up with a plan because we were that desperate.
We would say, like, let's go upstairs, and then we'd hear a noise downstairs once we were up, and vice versa. This was the hottest day of the year.
Hands down.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until
It's like
a couple of
90-something
years ago
degrees.
that it became a private residence.
Fahrenheit.
Over the past century, the
Fahrenheit
house
for
has had
you
a
Not
European
Celsius.
viewers.
We would be boiling and dead if it was
a
Celsius.
brothel for sailors during World War II, a nursing home for elderly women, and most recently, the Hillside Hall dormitory for nearby Southern Maine Community College. Even before Mark purchased the house, it was considered haunted in the area. We hope to add some more spooky stories to the local lore tonight.
My name is Mark.
My name is Elka.
I bought this house about 4 years ago, and
I love these guys.
Me
They
too.
were great, yeah. Mark was-
Mark wins for the funnest name to say this season.
Mark Aliquo.
Mark
Yes,
Aliquo.
he donated to our Kickstarter, and
Aw, what a good guy.
yeah, he was very supportive of us.
So I looked it up
Told
on
us
the
we
web
could
and I
come
didn't
back
find it.
sometime.
But from day one moving in, it became completely obvious that something was amiss. My kids wanted to live on the 3rd floor, and so my son Vincent took the front room and my son Nicholas took the back room. He came down immediately after like 15 minutes and said someone knocked the lamp off his shelf. I went like, oh, maybe it was the fan.
There
or
were a lot of
something.
stories that we couldn't even put in this episode because there were so many.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing out on a lot of stories. You can actually look up this on this house online and get a lot of the stories yourself.
Hillside Hall,
Google it.
South Portland, Maine.
Yep.
Someone's knocking on my closet wall.
I think that happens a lot, though, with our episodes, where it's just like, it's insane how to trim down, an entire night into 25 minutes.
Right.
Renovating the house that every day was something kind of crazy. It all seems to flow from the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Really kind of, I think the first year.
One of my
we were thinking
favorite
about moving
stories
out,
was
this
the
is,
man that they saw.
Yeah,
that
playing the
version of-
jukebox.
Yeah, he played the jukebox. He would play like old-fashioned music from like the 40s.
That's so cool.
And she saw him standing over her bed.
The kid. She saw a kid.
Oh, she saw
That's
a kid.
That's
yeah.
that's a different story.
She saw a
actually.
kid standing in the nightstand, like within it, and then she saw a man standing by the side of her bed that was like emanating coldness, and it was a really hot night.
right after she was like, man, I like it to cool down or something.
Yeah.
Heightened activity.
So,
Based on the claims we've
friendly.
heard so far, it seems like
Yeah,
there's no problem
helpful.
manipulating energy
We
with
tried to call
technique.
that spirit because it was
This
so
house
hot.
also
It didn't
has a
work.
reputation
but
in South Portland of
That'd
being
been
very
awesome.
haunted.
Maybe he just
And
liked her
while
more.
rumors of hauntings
I'm not
circulate
shiny yet,
wildly,
so you can tell that the
Also,
infestation
it's
just
important to know
started.
this one specifically
You're
because
wearing
stories
nice
and
white
claims stretch
cotton.
back for decades.
Smart. I'm wearing like velvet shorts and tights because I
Dead.
yeah.
I had like
family
a
members have
skirt,
all
a
had
shirt,
their own
and a
personal
gigantic
experiences,
vest on.
Linking all of
You
these
can see
together
how
helped me feel
you'll see how
so
gross I look.
As
I look gross.
as a paranormal investigator, you need pockets, and sometimes you have to like sacrifice wardrobe.
We were
Yeah,
all
for
in the
pockets.
basement
Does that limit the
gathering
choices?
Equipment and
Can.
preparing for the night ahead of us when we all heard a man call out hello. We heard the front door open. He walked in and he was yelling.
Regardless
hello.
of whether or
I
not
volunteered
this
to go
was
upstairs and just to see
paranormal, there's a
what was going
man
on,
we did
and
not
there was a
invite
man
into a
there
house
who
that we
just
did
let
not
himself
own.
into
The owners are gone.
Also,
was swaying
there were
as he stood
no
there. He left,
close neighbors
and I went back
that
downstairs to the
Mark
basement
did
and told
not
everyone what had just
know
happened.
the people.
And people were confused,
and
so we decided to go back
we
up
right
just to check
we
it out
went
and
right
see if he
upstairs
was
after
around.
and we looked
around us.
on the
Yeah.
street. We
And he was
looked for
gone.
this man
Yeah.
all over the house,
Sean
and we
said he was
could
wearing
not find
neon
him.
orange. We would have seen him.
We could not find him, and then Mark said he did not know anything about it.
Could be paranormal. I'm just saying.
I know.
Well, I mean,
I know.
Running down the street looking, me and Sean went in different directions
Yes.
to look for this
I
guy.
know. We looked everywhere.
When I
People
didn't
went
see
in
him,
the yard too.
right, and when I didn't see him,
Later on,
I like, you know, in my head I'm like, this isn't paranormal, this is just a drunk guy. But I still walked backwards to the house, went inside and locked the door. I was all set with trying.
very strange.
That was a nice cat that lived there. I think the cat actually went
Little
outside
sweetheart.
for most of the investigation.
Okay, I'm gonna start this by just saying hello to any spirits that live here. Hello.
Hello,
My name's Ashley. I'm Katie.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Ty.
Yeah, so if there are any spirits here, we want to talk to you. We want you to move things around. We want you to make noise. There may have been times when you've been asked to be quiet. Tonight, you get to be as loud as you want.
Can you come in here and talk to me? I have a secret I want to tell you, but I can only tell you if you come up and talk to me face to face.
Nothing's plugged in over here. Are you hiding in the closet? You don't have to be scared. My name is Katie. Are you Matthew?
I'm calling to a Matthew right now because you didn't get this evidence in the episode, but Mark has EVPs of a mother and a son communicating. And so that's why I reached out towards the mother and the son specifically.
And how'd that go for you, Katie?
It went terribly because it turns out that that is one protective mother. Literally mother, not just an adjective or whatever, a random noun.
Just take a step toward me, please. Follow my voice.
I kind of felt like I was being watched on the third floor when I first got here and at the beginning of the investigation. And as the night went on, that feeling just completely tapered out.
I was just gonna chill, looking down there. Do you feel like we're being watched from there?
I think so.
Yeah, we had a frustrating night. It was like everything stopped.
Nothing's happening at all.
Because that lady.
I know.
We think she rallied all the spirits and got them out of the way. Because this place was
we had
hopping
that
when
one
we
key
first
too,
got
but-
there, and then it just
EMF stuff, I mean, that was it so far.
diminished.
I mean, it was just like we were chasing something around the whole night.
I might even say chasing ghosts.
Feel like they're hiding in another place in the house? Or do you feel
I
like
cracked myself up.
I know.
My radar is on zip.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Honestly, what time is it? Do we have like 10 more minutes?
probably.
Okay, everyone, I think there's not enough cameras, but
Just take a different floor.
everyone take a different floor, set up in front
Ty
of
and
the
I chose the
stationary IR
scariest
camera.
places.
Why did we do that? We just went right towards
We
it.
went right to
So
the
that we're
scariest
actually completely
places.
alone. So each one of us grabbed
That
a
one.
room.
I had to lay down
Positions
because when I
one
was
of those
seated
that you're on
there,
camera.
I kept seeing and hearing
And
things
just
in
sit
that
there for 10
closet,
minutes.
and I was just like, you know, my mind is definitely playing tricks on me right now, so I can't even look at this closet.
Well, look at me, I'm sitting on the edge of a bed with my back to the wall staring at the floor.
You're sitting on the bed where a marble was dropped on that little
The kid's
kid's
head.
What would I say to the owners? I would tell them
This is
that
an example
I
of
didn't
what
sage the place
2
before I
a.m.
left
at
because
90
it felt
degrees
like
for
we
4 hours
cleansed
looks
it just
like.
by
Yeah,
being
5 hours,
disgusting
6 hours.
is what it
like
looks
we
like.
kept the spirits out of
We
it.
were not at our best at that point.
I was damp.
We were very frustrated the first night at Hillside Hall. The activity just seemed to end at a certain point, and it was very aggravating. I ended up seeing a psychic who brought up Hillside Hall and mentioned that she believed there was a portal there.
You and I knew there was a portal there
We
before
thought-
you went and saw it.
Exactly. That was
Originally
just
not
kind
even
of
planned to go back, but
confirmation, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
Little did we know this was not Haunt Me's last portal.
No.
When I got
And
home,
we're gonna have more and more portals.
More and more
there
portals.
was a
Wait, Katie, I have
dark
that scarf
Watch season
now.
3.
Yeah, I sold it to Haberdashery, and I'm pretty sure you bought it from Haberdashery.
That's really
Oh
weird.
my
You have
god,
my
you
scarf.
guys.
It's hanging on my wall. That's really bizarre.
It's from H&M.
angry.
The things you learned during commentary.
What? That's weird.
I think I sold it to you. I think I knew that you bought my scarf.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
To take her child, I'm not sure, but she was very angry. Later on that
Don't
night,
worry,
I went
lady, I
into
don't
my
want ghost
bedroom,
children
and
at
I
my
was
house.
reading,
No.
and I looked over, and she was standing in my doorway.
Didn't she
staring
crawl
at
into your
me.
doorway?
No, that
So
was
I
in the
immediately
kitchen.
Just got up,
Crawling
and
in the
I told her that
kitchen.
she was not welcome
Damn it,
in my
this lady.
house, and that she had to get out immediately, and she did.
we really wanted
It was
to
like
go
she
back
emerged
there
from
and
underneath
address
my
what was going
stove.
on because
Ew.
That is awful.
we just really
Katie, you
wanted
see ghosts in a way that I never want to see them.
That's the only time I've ever seen anything that menacing. They're not usually that bad.
What did she look like?
She was really like dark. She was really angry at me. I don't know. It was like in the kitchen she was almost like trying to gain her composure. Like, and then it was like she got more energy or something like that when I saw her in my doorway because she was upright and she looked much more like a person. She looked more like I don't know, like a puddle or something in the kitchen.
So you saw her in the kitchen first, and then
Yeah, I
she
did, yeah.
gained the strength.
Yeah, and then a few minutes later,
And that was
I don't know, like 30 or so minutes later, I saw her in my doorway in my bedroom.
Do you think that she like followed you back and was there for a while, or do you think she could kind of like transfer between places?
Well, I kicked her out. She
Yeah.
was easy to kick out. I just told her to get out, and she did.
Yeah, it's
So,
not always so simple. I should say to the viewers.
Trust me, it is not always so simple.
This was cool for me.
The recorder just shut off.
We like to call that the Ryan Gosling meter.
That sounds
Yeah,
like.
it's actually called a Goss meter, G-A-U-S-S, but we call it the Gosling meter.
Because it's more fun.
We want to put his face on it.
We had to do that.
Yeah.
this season.
Season
I
3.
prefer From Place Beyond the Pines. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's probably
Did
my
that.
favorite
Yeah, that's a
Gosling
good one.
movie.
We should just put a bunch of different Ryan Goslings.
What's your favorite Ryan Gosling movie?
Oh,
Aw. We do a different face each.
I want a
episode.
picture of him from a Goosebumps episode. Say cheese and die.
Wow.
He was in that?
Child Ryan Gosling, yeah. We need to capture his whole career, you know?
I'm in love with Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great movie.
That is a good movie.
Yep.
Or a picture of him playing guitar in Dead Man's Bones.
Oh, I love that around Halloween time.
Christmas too.
time too.
After reading Nosferatu by Joe Hill, Christmas music is officially ruined.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
If it wasn't already.
Enjoy that, guys.
It was before.
We worked retail for many years.
Come to Haunt Me Commentary for all your pop culture needs.
Yes. Getting back to this, we never really
Why would a
discovered
radiator be doing
why
this?
a radiator might do this.
It wouldn't.
No,
The
it
radiator specifically wouldn't do that, so it's something else.
And it didn't later in the night.
No, and it was so hot, and the radiator shouldn't have been on.
I would love to have an electrician reach out to us and
Yeah.
describe like electrical
So we're in the
currents, because that's
basement.
something that I don't understand, and I don't know if they've moved through a house.
We should reach out to one for the next season.
We should.
Or reach out to us.
Yes. If you were an
Are they
electrician-
steady or do they move? Is my biggest question.
We like you. We want to
I mean,
know
we've
about
discovered a little
you.
bit because
Because you're very interesting.
things will
because
power up
you
or power
have a lot
off,
of
you know,
energy,
Right.
that happens,
and you
but
make your
I'd love to
presence
know a little
well
more
known
about the
with some
science
people
behind
who
it.
live here.
I like that music.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Good job, Nick.
The woodwind. It felt like a woodwind.
Digital woodwind.
It's really weird because last time Katie and I
Digital Woodwind. That's my new project, my new musical project.
So that makes me hopeful because it's not there now.
Yeah, because if it was anything electrical.
So the
it
one
was
thing
so
that we
easy.
didn't get on camera was that
It was like
it was kind of hanging out the window. So we actually
Like, right
sent
in
Ty
that weird
outside
True.
to
we did.
find.
Which I
We
love
tried
because
to
it was
debunk.
cooler.
Yeah, we're trying to see if there was like a power
Pretty
line
hard to
outside that could have been affecting it, but it was too
Because
far
there's
from the
no
house.
electricity on that end of the house,
Right.
so it wouldn't have been
Are you
electricity
making
coming
Ty's
from
hair
inside
tingle?
the house. So we had to double check.
Make a big loud noise if
The
so.
second night was cool too because we barely had any camera people with us.
Right.
We really pruned down our tech crew.
On purpose.
Yeah.
That scared me.
I never hear that.
That was a
It was just a.
No, the exhale down the staircase.
I didn't hear that. All I heard was a cat screaming.
You guys? Sean? Katie? At one point in the night, I heard an audible exhale come up the stairs, which is pretty creepy. And I was lucky enough that my recorder was stationed next to me on a bookshelf and was aiming down the stairs, so we caught that too.
There was a strange blob of energy that lit up the K2 meters right in that middle room on the 3rd floor. And sometimes it would be over the couch, other times it would
That third
be
floor just
hanging
was
out the window.
mind-boggling.
I know. I feel
Yeah.
bad for those kids that have to stay up there.
I think their activity is lessened now because they're no longer in renovation.
It's
though.
true. They were in renovation for like a year or so.
Which is
Yeah.
why they said that was the worst activity.
Right.
That happens a lot.
don't
If you watch a lot of ghost hunting
get
shows
this.
or movies, you'll
what I was
notice
doing
that
last
that is
time, but
definitely a
it's actually moving
repetitive
more.
thing.
There's a strong
We kind of
correlation.
saw some inconsistencies in activity the first night, and the second
So
night
if you're
kind of
remodeling your
solidified.
home and you want to
And
contact
there
Haunt
were
Me, the address is
inconsistencies,
hauntmeofficial@gmail.com.
Was sort of repeating the same behavior, almost to annoy us. A psychic told us that this house had a portal in it. So
The
it's
interesting
really
thing
strange
about the
because
portal in this
there's, like,
house
a weird
is
blob
that
of
it's
energy
not
right
a
here.
train
It's moving
station
around.
like it is at the
But
Greater
the weird
Rumford
thing was
Community
it came
Center,
further when
which
I
you'll
asked
see in season 3, and
it's really
the
weak.
Leamington
It's
Farmhouse,
only-
which is
Yeah.
in season 1. It's a
A
very
lot of
different
people
portal. It's
believe that
almost like it's only
There's
in
gateways
that
between this world
area.
and the next.
Right, it didn't move.
It
was
didn't
just
move.
Well,
right
it
there.
would go away sometimes, right?
Right, but
It would
it's like
close up.
it's like it didn't go to another
Over there.
area. Like it wasn't like tons of spirits were coming in and out. It was the same spirits using this.
It was
portal.
almost like it was like a little cave that they could hide in.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
This room.
It was pretty bizarre.
Like the side paths on that game we play at your house. Tornado Rex.
Yes,
That's
it is
what-
like the caves in Tornado Rex.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Season 3, you'll see a place we go has a portal, and it's just constant movement coming out of it, and all the spirits are different, and it's tons and tons of spirits. It's literally like Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost, can you do that too? Just made it look so easy.
You guys just heard a thump upstairs?
Ghost, can you do that too?
Thoughts on the portal? Does anyone think that it is? Think that it isn't? What are you guys? Where are you guys at?
Who's in, who's out, who's about this portal?
Put it almost
Did we get a portal a season? Is that like our quota?
So far,
One
Yes.
portal, one portal per season per Haunt Me. Where will
Trying to
the
think.
portal be next year, guys?
Oh,
did
wow.
we get more than one in season 3? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think that's the one.
Rumford.
Alcove or crawl space.
Do you want to count the
We don't
Dybbuk
have
box?
access.
No.
No.
That is true. I mean, this is just a
I don't
You guys
even want to
are-
talk about the
You guys are
Dybbuk
ready
box.
for some serious amounts of surprises for next season. Premiering at the end of May.
With hypotheticals, and they're 100% right, then definitely not.
I also have a weird feeling that the mom to the little boy is slightly malicious.
Okay, so if she has that capability, I don't know if we want to mess
I think that she is right around the
there.
corner watching us.
Yeah, she is listening. Somebody
I
has been
have
listening.
seen
to us.
her twice.
When I was setting
My
up
strategy is
this-
when in doubt, listen to
No
Katie because she
show.
sees what you
Yeah.
can't.
We were, yeah, and we were all pretty
This
unnerved
stuff.
because of Katie getting followed home. So that's why we were kind of hyped up.
And that's why- well, I'm about to explain it.
Because our first
Yeah.
night at Hillside, we had the feeling
if you
that
haven't
whatever
seen
was
this already,
there
we
was
recommend you
moving
watch
away
the
from
actual
us every
episode.
time.
Oh yeah, we should
don't
probably
hear
say
us
that at the
talk
beginning.
over all the
Hopefully,
evidence.
our presence somewhere else in the house would push whatever spirit was hiding from us up to the 3rd floor, and I'd be able to capture its presence there, and it worked.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, so smart.
So
That's a
what you're
big
hearing
noise.
is definitely 2 stairs up, which is why we're not reacting to it.
Reposition maybe the cameras or something like that on that, because I don't want the producers to get hit with any backlash that might happen, and hold hands, raise our energy levels, and try to contact but not seance if that makes sense.
What's the difference?
Seance would be like using a human battery and pushing through and trying to open it up and trying to just like, you know, pull something out. Whereas if we just kind of raise our vibration level, see what passes through, become uber psychic in that moment. You know what I mean?
I don't want to focus on that woman personally.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of doing anything
Well, it's also
with the portal because it's such a dangerous thing to do to begin with, and I was so like nervous about the lady that I thought I was just gonna not try because
And
you
being
know, I was
nervous like
scared.
that opens yourself up to all sorts of bad stuff.
Right, which I found later.
I just want, I think I can do it.
All right.
I'm the only reason I'm.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
also
I
really
say that
dangerous
right
to
here.
do this type, like any type of seance or anything in somebody's home. Like, you don't want to
Right.
leave that way.
I know, like we leave, but somebody else has to come back and live there.
Right.
So if we mess up or if we don't know exactly what we're in for, then the family is left with that.
Right.
And that's something that we're well aware of and that we would never do.
Right.
What you see next is us just raising our vibration level, Katie.
Yeah,
trying to
we didn't do any type of
No.
seance.
We're
or
trying to
anything
just sort of
like that.
meditate and get ourselves
So after our
open to
conversation downstairs,
hearing
you'll
or
notice
seeing anything.
there's no activity by the window.
I'm upstairs by myself, guys.
Earlier.
And it looks like you're wearing all white.
I know, I was
like
just
you're
about to say
paint
that.
the house.
You're like an angel.
Oh, thanks, guys.
angel. I think you look like a painter.
None.
Thanks,
There's
Ash.
nothing in here.
I mean, you could be like an expressive painter.
Show yourself.
Oh yeah, I was trying to be really tough. I was trying to show the lady that I'm not very scared of her.
I love it. I was like, at least one of us is being brave. I followed your lead. Look at that.
Well, you know,
See you.
it worked when I was really bold when she was at my house, so I was really bold here as well.
I don't think she was as strong as she made herself out to be. I think she's just trying to.
I think she was just trying to scare me.
Yeah, she was trying
She
to
was
watch
just
out
being
for her
protective.
child.
Yeah, totally. It's an understandable thing.
Did we find out anything more about the child?
Yeah.
What was his name? Did we ever get
Matthew
that?
is
Oh,
his
Matthew.
name,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yes.
was that the EVP that Mark captured that
Yeah.
told us that? Yeah.
Did you guys just hear that audio?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So cool.
And this you actually got from the movie The Orphanage, right?
My favorite horror movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Okay, so I know.
Adapted a little bit. And when I thought of it, I was like, this is a great idea. When I was doing it, I was like, this is a horrible idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind that this entire room behind him is pitch black. In front of him is pitch black.
And best case scenario, something sneaks up behind me and does what I'm asking
Touches
for.
you.
Yep.
Three with my eyes closed.
These spirits weren't too cooperative, which is understandable. I mean,
Well, again, where they're bumping and jumping downstairs or
Right.
whatnot.
2, 3.
I don't know that I would interact on cue if I was a spirit.
Well,
I
that's why we do
definitely
games
wouldn't.
and stuff
No,
like
I
that,
wouldn't.
though.
It's
where-
true. I mean, we try
2,
things.
3.
Especially if you know there's a child spirit, games are such a good idea because
Yeah.
they make them like feel comfortable with you.
You're really good with child spirits.
But something knocks back,
Yeah,
too.
well, I have a child.
Like, we're doing it and something did knock back while
Yeah.
we're doing it.
Was it in a different room?
Yeah, it's downstairs
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I heard it because I just noticed something happened downstairs,
Yeah.
so I heard it from the third floor.
Right.
And we got
That
it
was
with
on the
your
first floor.
recorder.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Good try.
It's always weird to not have Carol along.
Yeah.
Always.
Noticeable.
Now, we normally don't even start
But the cast does
investigating
look
until
prettier.
at
Oh
least
my
at
God.
9. So that only gave us about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of evidence.
It's me.
Well, that's when you were outside.
Lenia.
we got a lot
Hi,
of
guys.
evidence in those 2 hours.
You actually physically went outside.
Yeah.
We had
It's up to orange.
yeah, it was up to orange on here earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what happened in this house?
What is this house?
What is this place?
We really wanted to rate this investigation a question mark. That was our original want, but we realized that we didn't have enough evidence to rate it, but
I just don't think that we can be dropping question marks, even if we get confused.
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely
Like when you go fishing.
open to there being a higher rating if we were to go back, though.
Yeah, fluid ratings.
They are fluid ratings.
Like,
That's great.
been for us both nights. It's been like.
We got the boot again. We got the full pair of boots.
I think going back the second night was helpful because when we went the
boot
first
again.
night, we didn't really know the type of situation we were walking into because Hillside is weird.
Where's that
It doesn't
shirt?
act like most haunts do. The activity isn't.
I know, it's strange. Like, I don't have most of this clothing anymore. I have Katie's scarf somehow.
Swapped owners.
But I love that I didn't just give it to you. I sold it to a secondhand shop and you bought it from the same secondhand shop.
Yeah, that just goes to show the weird connection between us.
So much to do with it.
Yeah.
He was renovating this place when we first
a
moved
lot
in.
of eyeliner.
Heavily.
Heavily.
We
now
both
he's pretty much
look
done.
so different
When
now.
I know.
Same thing at the mills.
Had that
Yeah, at the
side
mills, they're
part.
renovating it. And,
It's
like,
good to
they
mix up your style.
been
That's
renovating
why.
it for years.
I did a lot of research on Hillside Hall.
Off-season
beyond
beard.
what Mark had told us. I actually found
Off-season
testimony
beard.
You gonna
from
shave that for season 4?
residents
Oh yeah,
when
it's
they
be summertime. You don't want a beard tan line.
No.
live
That's too
Wow.
sweaty. Can you
No.
imagine a sweaty beard?
It'd be gross.
Yeah, that's
That was where a
annoying.
lot of the activity.
Activity centered. They even saw a little boy and a woman, which is exactly what Mark had said and exactly what our investigators had felt. So that's pretty good proof when 3 separate groups all got the same information and evidence. It's weird because like at other places that I've given a low rating to, like the library or like the schoolhouse, like I've
Go watch
definitely
those
felt
episodes
like the
now.
activity
Yes,
level was
those are
really
in
low,
season
that,
1 and 2. The schoolhouse is
I
in
mean,
season 1 and the library's in
nothing
season 2.
that we
I don't know
thought
that anything in season
prove that there was
3
any
gets a very
activity, but
low
here,
rating.
I would feel
Nope.
So there's that piece of
Get
information
ready for
for
that.
you.
I don't know if we're just going to more haunted places or if we're just getting better at getting evidence, but either way,
We've got a bunch of
you
evidence for
should
you.
look forward to
But
that.
Based on the feelings that you guys have, I mean, it could be anywhere from seems like a 4 to like a 6.
But at the same time, if we're going by our rating criteria,
We do.
Then-
We need to do that.
then our feelings are just personal experience.
Exactly.
The investigation at Hillside was unlike any Haunt Me has experienced yet. During both nights, the activity fizzled out after just about an hour and remained fuzzy and inconsistent during the rest of the hunt. During the night, we captured fleeting K2 reactions as well as personal experiences for each of the team members. We even captured what could have been evidence of the shy spirit that eluded us during most of the night by leaving our recorder on the 3rd floor while our team regrouped.
It's a good tactic to leave a recorder in wherever we.
Yeah.
We pretty much do it every time now.
It's so
Yeah.
because
It's usually
of
my
this.
recorder.
Yeah, this
because
was-
of the evidence we captured. Haunt Me gives Hillside Hall the rating of a 4. Averaging this with our pre-rate score of a 5, the final rating for Hillside is a 4.5, an obstreperous level haunt. However, it is apparent to each investigator who spent both nights at the hall that something more is going on. But just what that may be is up to you.
Boom.
Yeah, and if you ever are in South Portland, you can go to
His house?
No,
you.
don't
That's
go.
that's not what I was gonna say. I was
Okay.
gonna say you can go to the lighthouse that's beyond that, and you can pass Hillside Hall. It's on the. You would see it.
Yeah, let's
there.
give directions.
Cut that out, Nick. Just cut that out. I thought it was a nice story, and
It
it
is.
wasn't.
There's Carol.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to more commentary. Check back next week when we hit up the next episode in this line, which I'm drawing a huge blank on what that is.
Yeah,
so
we're
it'll be
gonna
a surprise
watch,
to you
We're
guys
gonna
too.
watch a fun episode. We're ready.
Get there, enjoy it, and see you next time
Yeah.
on Haunt Me Commentary.
All right. Thanks.